recently made a video of why I'm not selling baseball cards right now, as we're slowly seeing the baseball card market correcting itself. Right, guys? And all I gotta say is about freaking time, because I was tired of seeing high-priced baseball cards. I was tired of paying top dollar on baseball cards. Not that I really did anyways, just throwing it out there. But I feel like I overpaid on just a few cards, let's just say. Now, some people say that we're heading towards a recession. Maybe. Some people say that we are in a recession. Maybe. Now, if we're in a recession, the last thing I want to do is sell my 1952 Topps, Mickey Mantle, and Willie Mays baseball cards. Now, how am I going to be collecting if indeed we are in a recession, or if we're heading towards a recession? Let's talk about that, guys. What's up, everybody? So we're slowly seeing a market correction. Now, what does that mean? Free baseball cards? No! That means cheap baseball cards. It's a buyer's market, you know, where you get things for cheap, 2 for $1. Hey, you know, forget about it. Now, let's just say we are in a recession. Now, what does recession mean? Let's look at the dictionary. A period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activities are reduced, generally identified by a fall in GDP in 2 successive quarters. What does that mean? Does that mean we're going to go through hard times and people are going to be selling their stuff because they can't afford to pay their rent or put food on their table? That sounds really bad, guys. How do we tackle our collection or our hobbies during a recession so that doesn't happen and we don't end up selling these bad boys? Crazy. Well, let me see. Now, I got back into collecting in the last recession, 2008, 2009. Now, that recession didn't really affect me. Why? I was in my early 20s, okay? I was still living in my parents' house, okay? It was rent-free. I still had a job. In fact, that's when I barely started doing air conditioning. Yeah, that's when I got into air conditioning, 2007 actually. And I saw the market crash in 2008. Yeah, it was really difficult times. I went from 60 hours to like 20 hours, but I still had a job, I still had money, and it was rent-free. Hey, it is what it is, guys. So, what did I do with my money? I was buying baseball cards. I thought it was normal to buy a $25 Eddie Collins strip card. Yeah, it was cheap. I thought it was normal to buy a $70, $80 Ty Cobb strip card, pre-war. I was buying baseball cards, guys. That's what I was doing in the last recession because, you know, I had money, I had a job. It's no big deal. However, I did see a lot of people lose their money. I saw a lot of people lose their jobs. I saw a lot of people lose their houses. It was bad. Every block on the street had about 10 houses for sale. It was bad. And what that means is I have to grow up because now I have a mortgage. I have to avoid that, okay? There's no way I can be going out and spending some funny money when there's a recession and I have a mortgage. But obviously I don't want to sell my cards, right? So I'm going to go back to what I used to do, okay? Where I'll go out and buy collections and keep what I want and then sell what I don't need. And then it makes some cards free. For example, I bought a collection once. They had this 1954 Topps Ernie Banks. And this card became free. In fact, this card made me money. Well, not this card exactly, but that collection. Another one I did was a 1968 Topps card of Nolan Ryan rookie. I bought a collection, and this collection was sicko, dude. This one made me a lot of money, okay? This was one of a few cards. I think this is like the only card I have left from that collection because I sold pretty much the rest of it during the card boom. So this is literally the last card that was in it that I have. Same thing with this one. The only two that I kept during the card boom prices of the explosion. The only 2 cards that I kept from both these collections. But this one made me a lot of money. So I'll be going back to what I used to do, where I'll be looking for collections, keeping what I want, sell what I don't. It'll help set build my collections. It'll help put cards into my binders. It'll help with my needs of baseball. Now, another thing that I'll be doing during the recession is showing off my baseball cards to you guys. No, really, but there's 2. Damn, check that out, guys. What I'll be doing during the recession is probably trading cards with people that don't have cards that in their collection that they need. Kind of like the Roger Hornsby. How many people out there would like this little Roger Hornsby beater right here? Huh? Look at that. It's very sexy. Look at the hips don't lie. Yeah, guys. I'll be trading. There's a reason why I have doubles. Well, not to trade them at least, because I like buying doubles. It's no big deal. But when there's hard times and he had doubles, I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody out there who's willing to get the one that you don't want. So, we'll be trading, guys, of course. So another thing that I'll be doing during the recession is, have fun with some baseball cards. Check this out, guys. I do have some modern products here. I have some put away. I have some on my wall. I have some up there. You know, I don't talk a whole lot about modern baseball cards. That's because, you know, I like Yeehaw over here. You know, Hugh Jennings and stuff. I like the vintage. I know it. I like sharing that instead. But I do have a whole bunch of this stuff. So this will take a while to open during the recession. Or at least I hope so. So I do have some of this stuff put away. But maybe I'll buy a box or two. Or maybe not. But I have plenty of this stuff. So that's another thing I'll be doing. So another thing that I'll be doing during a recession is looking for some small card lots. Yeah, you know the small ones that come with like 30 cards, 40 cards, 50 cards. The little small ones, you know. The ones where these card lots cost maybe like $10, $15, $20, you know, for like 40, 50 cards. You get them for like 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. You know, the little small little bundles, little chiquitos right here, you know. I'll be looking for stuff like this, you know, just to add for my binders behind me, my set building, you know. Slowly set build them, slowly add those numbers, slowly cross them off. That's what I'll be doing, guys. Looking for small little card lots like this. Alright guys, so the last thing that I'll be doing is taking advantage of free money. And you're probably thinking like, Mikey, free money? How do you get free money? Guys, everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's free money. Okay guys, there's free money. So I'll be taking advantage of some free money. What do I mean? Well, every time you walk outside your house, you know, there's always cans in the floor. Now, here's something that you guys probably don't know of me. I am a business owner, right? I don't need to be picking up no cans on the floor at all, man, on the streets. For sure, I don't have to pick them up, no. But I do it anyways, guys. Every time I go to a job site and there's a bunch of other contractors there who drink beer or drink water, drink sodas, and they just toss them on the floor, I pick them up. I bring them home. Every time I go pump gas, there's a lot of trash in those trash cans, and a lot of that trash are cans. I pull them out. There's times where I'm just walking on the street and people just toss them out their window. I pick them up, guys. To me, it's like money. That's how I grew up. I grew up collecting cans. It might be an Hispanic thing. I don't know. But every time I see people throw away cans, I just can't help but pick them up, take them home, bag them up, and then take them to the recycler. And there's a recycler about, like, you know, two blocks away from me. So for me, it's not out of the way. Every time I go, I take like 2 heavy bags. I get like 50, 60 bucks. I buy baseball cards with $50, $60, whatever it is that I get. That's one way I use to buy baseball cards, by the way, guys. I collect cans. Free money. And there's a lot of free money. Another one is similar to cans. Now, what am I talking about? I also scrap metal. I'm a contractor, guys. Okay? I have a lot of metal, a lot of wire, a lot of copper, brass, aluminum, anything you can think of. All that stuff I got piled up in my backyard. I bring all that stuff home. And then every year or every couple years, I go take it all in and I get one nice big fat check. So, what I'm doing is preparing myself. So, if there is a recession, I have me a nice big fat check in case I need it. Okay? Recycle, guys. Just drive around, you see some metal, pick it up, sort it out, put the wire with the wire, the copper with the copper, the aluminum with the aluminum. Trust me, you'll thank me later because you'll get top dollar. Yes, top dollar, guys. Another tip for free money, those surveys. Go take some surveys on your apps. Take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage. We use CrowdTap. I've been telling you guys about CrowdTap. I made a video about CrowdTap. I inform you guys how many points I have in the beginning of every month on how much points, monies I have on CrowdTap. Take advantage of the CrowdTap app. Go answer some questions. Go get some points. Go redeem them for some cash, gift cards, whatever it is to buy baseball cards. Surveys. Go take surveys. Now, you don't have to just use CrowdTap. There's other surveys, by the way, guys, that actually pay you through PayPal. I use CrowdTap because to me, it's like the easiest thing you can think of. It's simple. And these other ones, I kind of just don't like them because they're a little time consuming. CrowdTap is straightforward, basic, simple, eBay, gift cards. nothing. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. Now, another one. If you're pumping gas, the Upside app pays you money for pumping gas. Yes, they pay you back your monies. I have that all tied into my PayPal. So every time I pump gas, I do a lot of driving. I'm a contractor, so I go from one city to another city. It's really beneficial for me because I do a lot of driving. If you're driving more than like 20 miles, I highly suggest you use Upside so that you get some cash-ish back in your pocket. So what I do is Upside, I get cash back, or any of those apps that give you cash back, look into them because there's plenty of free money out there, guys. How do you think I'm going to buy a 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle baseball card? I'm not going to buy it out of pocket, guys. I have about $300 right now from my Upside. I've been accumulating that for about 2 years now. Yeah, crazy, huh? I haven't touched it. It's still sitting in my PayPal. I just hope that PayPal doesn't, lose its business. I just hope. Because it's just sitting there. I don't have it in my bank account. So, that's another thing of free money, guys. Free money. Take advantage of free money. Trust me. Free money. Alright, guys. So, for the last one, and I feel like this is the most important one. Or at least to me it is, okay? Now, some of the smartest people that I know are very, very wealthy. Now, what does that mean? Well, you have to position yourself, okay? You have to get ready for a recession if you know it's coming. Now, we don't know it's coming. Nobody knows when it's coming. It could just happen like this. It can happen tomorrow. However, by preparing today, when the recession comes, you're not going to feel it. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to see some baseball cards on sale for cheap. For example, you're going to be seeing this 1956 Topps Willie Mays for a fraction of the price. Or maybe this 1953 Bowman Pee Wee Reese for a fraction of the price. Or maybe the 54 Bowman Mickey Mantle for a fraction of the price. Or the 53 Topps Jackie Robinson for a fraction of the price. So what I'm saying is just be smart out there. Prepare yourself for a recession. If there's a recession, you just never know, guys. Always have your cash flows on hand. Take advantage of that free money. Go collect those cans, guys. Go scrap that metal. Go take those surveys. The less money that you can use out of your own pocket, the better. So when there is a recession, you actually have money in your pocket to go out and buy some other cards. And you don't have to go out and sell your Mickey Mantle and your Willie Mays cards. So that's how I'll be tackling the recession when it comes. If it comes, we don't know. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? What would you change? What would you do? I don't know. Just let me know. It's just hobby talk. That's all we're doing. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Toodles!